The following gait video demonstrates some of the changes that can be made to movement patterns, not by locking up, but by introducing a specific force in a specific direction at a particular point in time or in the range of motion to effect the changes that we desire. Please observe closely the left foot of our subject. You'll notice that the toes are visible laterally as the foot is splayed out to the side. And once we reach heel off, the heel tends to track a little medially and then stays there, just moving anteriorly, and in fact medially we can see that the heel crosses over the grid line and the foot is angulated. Consequently, there's a large amount of pressure on the first MTP joint. The large angulation is evident, and the pressure on that first metatarsophalangeal joint. This angulation continues shortly after toe off. The foot has now been taped to create an artificial windlass mechanism and also to decelerate the navicular drop and assist resupination, particularly between heel off and toe off in this case, although other variations are possible. Changes may not always be as obvious as this. Now here we will see that the heel this time tracks medially and now moves laterally as resupination occurs, and we have a much more vertical orientation of the foot. The heel is well within the grid lines. You will also note that compared with the original untaped version, there are few toes visible laterally now. There is a much more even push off from all the toes. So once again, between heel off and toe off, the foot resupinates, the heel moves laterally, stays well within the grid lines and doesn't cross over medially as in the untaped version, and we have a nice even push off from the toes. We can compare that with the untaped version, and similarly shortly after toe off. So as mentioned, the foot is actually free to move, which allows it to adjust or accommodate to the ground surface and also to help dissipate ground reaction forces rather than just shunting those or transmitting those further up the kinetic chain.